Had a good weekend. Can't wait for the kids to go back. Tell me about it, dude. I am going insane, and this is one of the reasons I'm going to show you this, because I'm going to be planning my week with you and showing you my thought process and the theory that's going on behind it. All right, so we're going to get started now. So if you are watching this back, then obviously this is the point where you can do it. So let me explain why I do this first, and then I'll explain what I do. So why I do this is because if I don't have structure or routine within my week, within my day, within my month, year, then I end up going stir crazy, go fucking off my head with feeling overwhelmed with trying to think of everything that I've got to do. And it all kind of mixes because it become a mixture of family, work, lifestyle, relationships, mates, like trying to fucking do everything and trying to remember everything. And I don't know how I ever survived before I ever had a journal or a diary or a whiteboard. And I put this format and this structure is in my book, which comes out next month, and it's very much a great way to be able to establish structure, establish habits, routine within your lifestyle to be able to ensure you can get through the day without stress and frustration, which leads to emotional eating and booze at the end of the day. It allows you to be able to plan for your workouts, your nutrition, your time with your family. And this format here has worked amazing for me. And when I didn't do it or follow it, my life was fucking up the wall with stress, and I was all over the place and I wasn't getting done what I wanted to. All right, so that's a little bit of background on it, and I kind of come up with this, and I've done a planner for this which comes out with the book, so I'm going to go through it with you now. All right, so I've done this before, so for some of you this might be a reteach, for some of you this might be brand new. So I've broken it down into 4 categories. So the first one is work, because obviously work dominates our life. We spend the majority of our time working. All right, so brilliant. Okay, the second thing is health. All right, this is not in priority order at all. This is just how I've written them out. All right, personal development, PD, and then relationships. And that relationships doesn't just mean your partner and your kids. It means friends, work relationships, etc., etc. All right, so I'm going to just quickly go through. I'm going to go through Monday, just what I'm going to go through and what I would normally do and show you. Okay, so work for Monday for me. Now I know that I still have one more day of the holidays with the kids before they go to school, so there's no point in me trying to create loads to do with my work, because I'm going to set myself loads of things to do, big jobs to do, okay, stuff that will help you guys, stuff that's helping with my offline boot camp, you know, stuff that helps with other professionals that I help with and other businesses building up. And if I try and set myself too much task here when I know the kids are here all day, I'm going to set myself up to fail. Now, as soon as I fail, and as soon as I get stressed out with that, I then take that out on the kids, I then take that out on the partner, I then get frustrated with myself and overwhelmed, and then that starts completely fucking with my brain, and then I just go bollocks to it. I'm going to write today off, I'm going to eat what I want, have a drink, and unless I am thinking, and this is what I'm talking about when you're planning ahead, you are thinking ahead, you are actually taking some common sense in and go, well, there's no way I'm going to get loads of emails done, there's no way I'm going to get loads of content done, videos done, because 2 kids need entertaining. So what I set myself here, and I always said it, is the top 2 things I'm going to do on each day. So I set myself some seriously realistic goals for a Monday with 2 kids here that need entertaining. All right, so what I need to make sure that I do tomorrow is I need to make sure I do get 1 email out. So straight here. Okay, and that email is going to be about workouts, and you'll probably get it tomorrow. So for an email, it probably takes me somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. Now, I pick up the kids at 10:30, and I've got an early morning class from 5:30 to 7:30, and then I do my workout, which we'll come on to in a minute, to about 8. So I kind of got about an hour's amount of time, okay, that I can do this before I pick up the kids. So I just take 20 minutes of that chunk of that time to create that and get that done before I even pick the kids up. All right, and so I put that there. Email, number 1 priority. Number 2 is to make sure that I'm checking up on my private 9-week clients, people that are doing the 9 weeks. Text in, make sure that they're got their shit together, make sure that they are squared away, and make sure that they know exactly what they're doing. All right, so this can come in 2 ways. So that is a relationship with a client of mine, okay, but it's also work. All right, so client liaison, okay, and here client communication. Okay, so already now, tomorrow, I know exactly what I'm doing. So I know I'm going to get that email out. I know I'm going to make sure I text my clients. And that's a priority in my relationships tomorrow. Okay, my second priority for relationships tomorrow is to make sure I spend a day with the kids. It's the last day of the summer. I want to go out and play baseball, rounders, whatever it's going to be. So I want to make sure that I set time for them. So I'm setting that time structure right here. All right, so kids and family. All right, and to be fair, that's going to be one of my main priorities. Okay, that's going to be one of my main priorities, is making sure that I spend time with them all before they all go back and we go back to that normal routine. So that's that so far. Health. So tomorrow, I'm going to get straight back to after my holiday last week. And so I finish at 7:30. And what better time to then go straight into a live workout on Facebook. And I'm already creating content, so that comes into work as well. So here, I'm going to do a HIIT workout. Workout with a kettlebell. Okay, I'm going to do it at 7:30, so I'll stick that here. All right, so now I know when I'm going to do my workout. It's going to be done nice and early. I would have done my early morning shift. I would have now done my workout. I would have come back whilst my breakfast. I'm making my breakfast. I have that at the table. I plan out the email in my head. I then write my email. Okay, I've then got a good half an hour to go up and chill with the kids upstairs, or my youngest and my partner. I then go do my session. I then go and pick up the kids, and then I'm straight into my kids and family day. Can you see what's happening here? So I'm building up a structure. So in my head, I'm building up a pattern of how my day is going. I'm not cuffing my day. Okay, hey guys, I'm not cuffing my day. I'm structuring it. Because if I don't know exactly what's going on, I'm becoming overwhelmed and I'm becoming stressed and I'm becoming frustrated and fucked off. And that's where we go wrong, because we're not prioritising. I prioritise my health, okay? So personal development. So personal development could be anything. It could be you listening to a podcast. It could be listening to a self-help book. It could be listening back to this seminar. It could be reading one of my emails. It could be reading someone else's email. It could be reading a book. It could be anything. Something that is going to take you forwards with your mindset. Do you know that sitting for half an hour in peace and quiet and concentrating on your private thoughts and getting away from the chaotic world that you are living in is going to make such a difference to your mindset? So my personal development tomorrow will be to find it won't happen tomorrow. So already, see, I'm thinking ahead. Finding 30 minutes to myself tomorrow is probably not going to happen on our last day. Okay, but what I do want to do is make sure I read a chapter of a book I'm reading. So, book. Chapter. Right, so straight away, I know that I want to read that chapter. I want to sort of develop myself a little bit more within the mindset book that I'm reading and the understanding of it. I probably watch a couple of videos as well with people that I follow and I sort of inspire me. So that is Monday, okay? So Monday is structured, all right? The only thing I just need to put the icing on the cake with is what am I going to do with the kids tomorrow? Because as soon as I see them, they're like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So in my head, I kind of already got an idea that we're going to go and play some baseball, football, basketball. I'm going to go and check the weather and make sure that's on. And this is the type of thinking that I think takes you from being in this rut, this rut that you are consistently going through every single day, this cycle. You're waking up late. Okay, you don't have enough time to make your breakfast. You then rush out the door. Because you've rushed out the door, there is no lunch with you. There is no plan. So what you end up doing is then going to go and get a meal deal at lunchtime, and you haven't eaten from breakfast. So you're not eating already. You've had no calories. So then you get your meal deal for $3.99 from Spar, okay, which is going to be a shit sandwich, probably a bottle of Coke and a packet of crisps. You then might probably buy a chocolate bar or Hobnobs, as I call one of my clients, eating on the phone, all right? And then you go through to dinner, and either the missus has made you some dinner, okay, you get home, you crack a couple of beers open because you've had a shit day, and you watch Game of Thrones. So your day is chaotic, all right? And you are living that life every single fucking day, and you will do until you actually get yourself out of that and look at planning and structuring. Like, if I wasn't doing this with you here now, I probably would have finished that week. Okay, and that probably would take in 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, my priorities for the week, my priorities in health, when am I working out, my priorities with relationships, who am I hanging out with, who am I connecting with, who do I need to make sure that I pay attention to. Work, what are my key steps, my key things that I need to do in work. No more than 2 key elements within your business or your work. So I teach anybody who is running a business, all right, 2 main priorities. The number one thing that's going to take you forward. If you're self-employed, what is the number one thing you've got to do on that day? All right. I think people that would come with work, they're so obligated to work, and they kind of try and do everything. They do a 100 pointer to-do list, and then you become so overwhelmed again that you become so fucked off and you nose dive all the way to the floor. Personal development. You need to develop yourself. You have to have a better understanding of the better world that is out there. Okay, listen to what other people are going through. Read what other people are going through. Watch seminars, videos. Ask questions. Do a program. So the 21-day program, guys. If you haven't done it yet, why not? Why not? It is helping everybody that's committed to it. And anyone that doesn't commit to it, okay, is not in the right place right now to do it, and we'll come back and do it later on, I'm sure. But you have to make sure that this is in the right place, because before you develop this and get rid of this, you've got to get this in the right place. And to get this in the right place, you have to build structure, okay? Because without structure, you are just like a tumbleweed drifting along the desert, taking whatever comes. You're a reactive. Okay, you're stressed, you're frustrated, you have no time. That's why you keep making those same excuses. That's why you keep saying to yourself, like, oh, I'll start Monday, I'm going to do all this. Like, the majority of you won't even do this. You will watch this going, yep, you're probably nodding, yep, this is good, I'm going to do it. But how many of you actually go away? You don't need to buy a fucking whiteboard, you just need to go and find a notebook, put it into 4 pieces, and write your priorities. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. Looking in the future, looking here, look, Friday. It's Sunday night tonight. I'm going to look in there and I'm going to know what I'm doing every single day. I'm then going to write this into my diary, and then I'm going to look in my diary and I'm going to plan my gaps. Okay, and I'm going to know exactly what I'm doing. And it takes time. This took me 4 months to perfect and follow. You'll get times where you don't feel like doing it. Okay, you'll sometimes think to me, this is a bit of nandy-pandy shit. But if it's nandy-pandy shit, you go and live your life how you want to live it, okay? I don't see you doing anything about it. You've got to do something about it. And I'm straight up, and there's no fairy dust here. There's no magic wands. It's hard work, determination for you to keep doing it, keep practicing, keep getting better, keep fighting to be the best version of yourself. And that's what I do, all right? This here 4-quarter formula, I can guarantee if you follow it, and you follow it to Christmas, okay, if you get this done by Christmas, by January, all right, because we're always thinking long term, I'm never thinking quick fix, by January, you'll be ready, okay, to be in the best place you possibly can. You should be thinking now about 2018. You should be thinking about 2018 right now. You should be thinking about ironing out all of those bad habits, ironing out all of the shit that you have been like feeding yourself, okay, lying to yourself, getting all of that out and creating the strongest mindset that you possibly can to own your life and be the best dad and be the best husband and be the best worker, be the best boss, be the best you, okay, because that's what all of this is about. You, this, like, I'm doing this now for you, not for me. Like, I've got my shit together. I'm doing this to make sure that you are in control of your life. Okay, that's what I like doing. That's what I'm passionate about. All right, so I want you to implement this. And if you've got the balls to go through with it and do it, start putting pictures up, start showing people that you are doing it, because one of you starts doing it, another guy goes, oh, he's doing it, I'm going to try it. And then suddenly we have this fucking domino effect where this community that we're in right now, we're all doing the same thing. And when someone's struggling, stand up and help them. Okay, it doesn't have to be me all the time. You guys are all in the same position, every single one of you. Every single one that's lurking within this group, that never comments, that never interacts. Okay, I see exactly who sees the posts, and I see that there's never any interaction, and it's probably because of anxiety, self-doubt, too afraid to open up. And that's what this is about, you know, opening up and changing the way that you live. All right, guys? So, I'm going to stay on for 2 or 3 minutes. If you have any questions, then do ask. If you've got any questions, just fire away. Okay. While we're doing that, I'm going to do my Tuesday. Okay. So, like, within Tuesday now for me, so Tuesday is a good day, because it's not a good day because I don't see the kids, but it's a great day to get some work done. All right, so for me, one of the main things to do is get some videos done. Okay, and see, most of you are probably here because you've seen a lot of the Facebook adverts anyway, so, you know, it's kind of like putting together a script. A lot of the time when I do a video, it just ends up coming. Something that I want to talk about just ends up coming, and it's just there. But because I've been on holiday recently, it's been a bit slack. All right, so I definitely want to get those videos in. I then want to do another email. When is your book out? The book's out. Hey Nathan. So my book is called Fitness is a State of Mind. It was due out in June, but then unfortunately the editor and publisher's parents. So the publisher's dad died, and then my coach and formatter's mum died, unfortunately. So we've had massive tailbacks. So I'm confident it will be out for October. All right. So the book is basically looking at men's problems and the problems that men over 35 have, and how we deal with them, how we come to terms with them, and how we move forwards. You know, and this is very much about moving forwards. And with it comes a planner. Get all of this in like a journal format. And I'm really excited for it to come out, and I think it's going to help a lot of guys who are over 35. I think a lot of guys over 35 need help. I think every single one who's watching here will admit at some point they need help. I need help. Fucking hell. I need help. I'm the most deranged guy in the world, and that's why I understand most men over 35 problems and struggles. I drive my missus mental, I drive my kids mental, I drive my friends mental. Because, like, when I left the Marines, I'm up and down. How many years? 1800 start with, Ian. 1800. You know, when I come out of the Marines, I went fucking rock bottom, like a stone dropping into depression, which I didn't realise I was in at the time. Screwed everything up, my whole life completely. And yeah, sat there one night, went for a run, started running, and just kind of thought that fitness was the thing that was going to bring me out of it. You know, when I was in the Marines, I was a sergeant physical training instructor. I used to be responsible for thousands of recruits going through training. You know, I have real purpose, real identity, and I then suddenly started my fitness company. I built up that fitness company, and, you know, I started socialising with really positive kind of people, kind of like what I'm trying to create in this community here. And I just brought myself out of it. I met my partner, who helped along the way. You know, and I still have dips in and out now. I definitely suffer with aspects of mental illness. You know, some days I'll have really good days, some days I don't want to fucking talk to anybody. You know, and you just have to put game face on for everyone else. But, you know, I'm quite open with it and quite honest with it. Because millions of men struggle with mental illness. Most of you right now will not have any identity. You won't know who you are. You won't, you know, my biggest thing was I have no idea who I was. I didn't know what I stood for. I didn't know what my morals were. I didn't know what I saw in the future. I didn't know where I wanted to be in 5-10 years. I didn't know who I was or what I liked. You know, I had to rediscover myself when I left the Marines, and that was the biggest thing. It was a tough break. It was a really tough break for me, and I just turned it around over a matter of time. And I share that, and that's what I'm doing now, is I'm sharing my story. I'm using the skills and the expertise that I've learned along the way with fitness and nutrition to help you become the best version of yourself. But it's getting this right. Why won't it let me see all of the comments? So when I'm doing press-ups, I struggle. Richard, it's not letting me see all your comment, but I will answer it in a comments box, all right? I'm not quite sure why. Let me try and take that off, see if that's helped. Oh, I've got it. Here we go. When I'm doing press-ups, I struggle with the elbows, staying tucked in. I can do them elbows out. Should I do the regressions or stick with the wrong ones? Don't stick with the wrong ones. So if you press up and you're out here, okay, so much pressure on your shoulder. So much pressure, okay? It's not good. So keep it in nice and tight. Go to the regression, place your knees down, straighten up. I'll do a video for you and stick it up in a group, all right? I'll stick it up. I'm going to do actually a press-up teach. So there you go, look. So I'm going to link that in. Video, press up here, video, press up, teach. Okay, so I'll do a press-up teach and put it up in this group for you all to follow. So let's have a look. Oh, God. I've just signed up 6 way. How many calories we eating? Yeah, said that one, 1800. So yeah, the book's out. That's when the book has a long-winded answer for that. Okay. So how it very much works with people coming in, we do a 21-day kickstart program. Okay. The kickstart program is very much about kicking your ass and getting you to grips with some structure, all right? It's about getting some exercise in, it's about eating better, it's about understanding routine and structure, all right? In 21 days, you're realistically, okay, not going to get the body of your dreams, but you are going to reduce the bloatedness, you are going to start improving your gut health, okay, and how your gut's working. You are going to become a lot more energetic. You're going to dramatically improve your energy and fitness levels, and that is the goal of it. You know, the 6 weeks then takes you on to the next phase. I'll come on to that, Colin. The 6 weeks then goes on to a little bit more, more longer term. A longer term thing. So you're very much looking at 6 weeks of fresh workouts, fresh nutrition. We up the amount that you eat on your calories, and you anywhere between 1800 and 2000 depending on how your body works. You know, I'd probably say, you know, if you can get near sort of between 18 and 2000 calories, you're winning. And keeping it consistent across the board, okay? So a lot of people just concentrate on day calories. You know, if you think about let's say 2000 for example, 7, so you look, that's 14,000 calories a week. If you're tracking all of those calories and you're up there near 8, if you end up getting Monday to Friday and you're bang on, so you're on 10,000 calories, you're bang on target, and then suddenly you decide to go, fuck it, I'm off out on Friday night or Saturday night with a ton of beers, ton of kebabs, and you completely fuck up your calorie count and what you're eating with your proteins, fats and carbs, you end up completely undoing the whole week, because you end up taking your calorie count from 14,000 all the way up to like 18, 20,000. So just be aware of that. Tips for the 100-mile prep. Colin, God, good question. So start slow. So I started just by doing 8-milers, 9-milers, you know, and I gradually built up. It's dedication and commitment, okay? If I'm honest myself, I wasn't 100% ready because work was manic. I wasn't doing this, so I wasn't fully dedicated to it. I was at times, but then there were gaps where I wasn't. So a 100-miler is this. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, even after all the Marines stuff that I did and all the training and grueling stuff that they put you through. And the thing that I did well though was progress my running. So I went from, like what I said, the 8 miles, and then progressed over a couple of, put the wash machine on, and I progressed up to 15. Don't rush your progression, all right? Don't suddenly go from 15 miles to 30 miles, okay? Ease into it, and that's how that's how you'll progress nicely. The most I ever run was 30 miles, and I did that on the fucking hottest day of the year and died. But mentally, when you actually do the 100 miler, don't go off too quick. Okay, I nearly, at the 62 mile mark, I was fried mentally. Absolutely mentally destroyed. And I never stopped anything, and I very nearly didn't make it. And it was, one of the guys got me through. 8 miles, I saw the guys, which boosted my morale, and I ended up with a group that I ended up staying with to get me in. Full of doubts on it. Colin, don't have any doubts. Go in 100%, balls deep. Go hard at it. Completely focus on it. Okay, and I don't mean that in a like, yeah, let's get pumped up American way, but you've got to be confident with this shit. 100 miles is a long way, so go in confident in your abilities to be able to do it. Okay, commit to it. Okay, commit. 12 months is a long game. Get the nutrition right. Make sure you get the calories in as well. Richard Thomas, how many calories per day in the next stage? Just stay at 2,000. You don't need to be messing around with those calories, guys. You don't need to be fluctuating. So you want to be around 2,000 calories a day, roughly. Okay, between 1,800 and 2,000. All right. You don't want to be spiking up and down and have too many calories on training day or whatever it's going to be. Just keep it consistent. All right. Don't put yourself under too much pressure. Guys, anyone else have any questions? I hope this has helped. We'll probably look at doing something like this once a month. So we kind of got a maintenance membership as well. So guys who are, so I'll give you an example. Guys who are paying monthly for maintenance membership is something that we just kind of kicked off. We're going to be doing some kettlebell training with those guys online. So I'll be doing a series of videos for them to do and building up onto a program that they can follow on this maintenance membership. We're going to be doing a lot more teaching and education stuff with them, and they kind of get access to like 28 new workouts a week and kind of like 19, 20 recipes a month or something like that. And it's very much a more personalized type of approach where, you know, we kind of just keep it on top of everything that we've done. The biggest thing is that guys get to 9 weeks and then they get to a great place and they end up just being like undoing everything. That biggest thing that you ever can do is get fit and then fucking not do it for 1 week and you've lost everything. You've lost everything. So yeah, I hope this has helped. I'm going to sign off because baby's crying and I need to go in, look after baby and help get dinner ready. I hope you have a great week. I hope this really helps. I hope you implement it because it will really help. If you want to come and work and join us for the 21 day, if you haven't already done the 21 day, come and do it with us. It will change the way you do things, guys, honestly. I started watching, can you repeat what you said in the other video about aching muscles, joints in terms of resting using ice? Oh yeah, no worries, Craig. So, watching, can you repeat what you said in the other video about aching? Right, aching muscles, yes. Okay, so aching muscles, it's naturally that you're going to have sore muscles. It's natural that you are going to be sore when you start training if you haven't trained for a long time. Okay, you have to really think about your functional health and your mobility health. So you have to look after those muscles. So mobility in the morning is the very best thing for you. Spending 5-10 minutes doing some mobility. You know, it's in the warm-up videos on YouTube. Just go to my account, the Dad Coach. I think it's under Dad Coach now, or JBTV, and look for a good warm-up. Just type in a good warm-up, and basically you can do some mobility. When you ice, if you've got the balls to do it, it's brilliant for you. Think about rugby players and footballers do this. They end up going into a bath with cold. And I think that when you get in there and you ice your legs for about 8 minutes, okay, it ends up releasing some of the tension within that muscle and allows you to be able to, it takes away some of the pain that you're getting within your muscle joints. You know, your muscles will end up getting used to it. And I think that's very much a good way to ease those muscles. I used to do 1 cold bath a week just to help at the end of the week after training. It just helps recovery. You know, rugby players do it, sit in ice baths for 8 minutes. It's just really good recovery. If you're feeling hungry, what's the best form of snack? Carbs, protein. So just cottage cheese is good. Hummus, carrots, cucumbers, nuts. God, just going to the top of it. Can't think of the name of it now. They're brilliant. I can't think. I mean, you could look at a protein bar as well. Just check the sugar content, make sure it's not gone over. Smoothies, stick a protein in there. Fruits, peanut butter and apple is a good one. Is a nice one. Yeah, I mean, there's tons, Richard, on the 2 programs that you've got. There must be like nearly 10 different snacks that you can put in there. Also, another good thing is if you're ever unsure, guys, Google is a source of information. If you just put in there protein snacks, they give you different ideas, hundreds of different ideas. I'm just thinking off the top of my head with some of those ones. Yeah, give some of them a go. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Have a great week. If there's any more questions, stick in a box, then I will come back on tomorrow when I do my check-in and see how you're all getting on. All right, catch you soon.